start our show with the biggest question mark that continues to hang over the basketball world, and that is, where will LeBron James take his talents after he makes what could be his final decision? And we know that the pitches, they're coming in, they're fast, they're furious, and Steph Curry, he is the latest to offer one up this morning on Good Morning America.
Good day. We know how to win. It's beautiful weather, great golf. I know he's into that. But like you said, the USA experience that we had, the battles that we had over the years, we just know how to play basketball, and I think that he would enjoy, just the idea of what it means to finish your career the right way. He knows what he wants, and eventually he'll make that decision. It's totally up to him. But we're having fun with it, knowing that he's got his pick of the entire league, like wherever he wants to go. To be honest,
I don't know. There was a good pitch. Did you hear anything about it? Anything we should know?
I came here to break some. No. We'll let him take care of that for sure.
That was a pretty convincing pitch that we heard here. Mark Spears, Tim McMahon, Chiney Ogwumike. Chiney, we know that LeBron is prioritizing winning, but would LeBron and Steph, would them going from rivals to teammates, be the best story for LeBron to end his career with?
Honestly, it would be a fairy tale for many basketball fans who consider them the ones that define this recent generation. Raising my hand as a millennial, the last time we saw them competitively together was during the Olympics, and they did pretty well, if I say. There is precedent for them being teammates and it working out pretty well, Malika.
Yeah, all you got to do is surround them with an Olympic roster, which they don't have in Golden State. Like Steph says, we know how to win. They knew how to win, but you saw the way that the Warriors celebrated winning a play-in game in the toilet bowl, right? I mean, it was pure joy.
No Jimmy. Jimmy was hurt.
And Jimmy's going to be hurt for most of this season.
That's true.
My point is this. The Warriors were a dynasty. They are not a 42-year-old. As legendary as LeBron is, a 42-year-old away from being a championship contender. It would be a great story. It would be fun. It would not be a legitimate contender, so let's not pretend that that's a reason if LeBron chooses the Warriors.
Yeah, I was kind of hearing today that the Warriors internally kind of feel like they're a dark horse at this point, that LeBron James is probably going out east. But one thing that Steph didn't mention, if LeBron James wants to make up all this money that he's losing, coming to the Bay Area is also Silicon Valley. I mean, when you think of the Silicon Valley, it's the heart of innovation. It's the wealth generation capital of the world. It's the capital of AI.
This sounds like Silicon Valley's pitch.
Who's trying to make some money from Silicon Valley?
Sitting courtside like Tony Zhu at DoorDash and Eddie Q from Apple, and look, Waymo, you can put some money in Waymo. He could get any major wealthy meeting that he wants if he goes there. This Andre Iguodala's made a bunch of money. JaVale McGee, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. Andre Iguodala said Klay Thompson has made more money in the tech industry than he has as a player.
All right, so the list goes on and on.
If he goes there, there's a wealth of money to be had. He's got entertainment down here. He'll get the tech money there.
That sounds like if Steph was missing anything from his pitch on GMA this morning, then Mark just filled in the gaps here, Perk.
No, listen. And look, I'm going to be 42 in about 5 months. And as I get older, the only thing that I want in life is happiness. I just want to be happy. Damn it, and I feel like LeBron and Steph are both at the stage of their career that, yes, they want to compete for a title, but they both just want to be happy. And let's keep it a buck. Both of those guys hadn't smiled for a long period of time or been happy since they both won the Olympics together. Steph Curry deserves to be happy. LeBron James deserves to, if this is going to be his last year, to play his last year being happy and competing. Those two guys together is like a marriage. They bring joy to one another. They coexist. They're going to compete at a high level. And I get it. We can sit up here and talk about them having one of, if not the oldest roster in the NBA. But the one thing that we can say is that they have the experience. And all those old guys have shown us time and time again that they have defeated when it comes to the whatever it's called, the hands of time.
I was like, where are we going?
Father time?
Father time. They have defeated Father time. Excuse me.
Perk, I met a fan that is a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. I'm curious, Perk. That person said it's going to be really hard to see LeBron James play with Steph Curry after delivering that hard-fought championship. What do you make of fans in Cleveland sort of responding like any team but the Warriors?
Well, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to think about my journey with LeBron James as a guy that battled against him in AAU, played with him on the Oakland Soldiers. That's a whole nother story. But also, the McDonald's game was in Cleveland, Ohio, in that arena, watching him get drafted. And then towards the back end of my career, being on the team with LeBron James before he departed and went to L.A. Like, in a perfect world, I would love to see LeBron James go back to Cleveland, ride it off into the sunset, be around his family or friends, pack out arenas, get everything he deserves, all the flowers all year long while still being able to compete. But then on the fan side of me, I still want to see Bron and Steph on a night-to-night basis.
Well, the Warriors, if you look at the win totals, though, my friends, they're at the bottom of the list. And Shams, he was on NBA Today yesterday saying that the Sixers, the Heat, and the Cavaliers are the top contenders for LeBron James. Here's what DraftKings says. The win totals for the teams chasing LeBron, very similar, right? The Wolves, the Cavs, the Sixers, they're all at just over 48. The Heat are a game back, 47.5. And then there's the Warriors down there at 44.5. But let's dive into more on one of those teams that's maybe a little bit more realistic as we head out to Las Vegas, saying hello to our senior writer, Dave McMenamin. And Dave, you wrote a story about a team that's been in close contact with LeBron, and that is the 76ers. So what more can you tell us about how realistic it is that we see LeBron James head to Philadelphia?
Yeah, I don't know if I can tell you how realistic it is. I can tell you, though, that the Sixers still believe they have a legitimate chance. And their pursuit of LeBron has not slowed down. It's being led by Tyrese Maxey, who's called LeBron a big brother before, a guy who's a fellow Clutch Sports client who works out with LeBron in the summer times. Joel Embiid has also been in touch with LeBron. We know that he paired up to win a gold medal with him in Paris. Jaylen Brown, the newest Sixer, the acquisition of Jaylen Brown by Mike Gansey, who was an executive with the Cavs who grew up in Northeast Ohio, competed against LeBron James in high school. That acquisition made the Sixers a legitimate candidate here, and Jaylen Brown has also been in touch with LeBron, I'm told, and it's ongoing conversations. Now, listen, none of us know, but I would say that when the Sixers look at this situation, they feel like they can look Rich Paul in the eye, or if they ever get a chance to actually pitch directly to LeBron and say, this gives you your best chance to win. Of course, Joel is a big X factor there and his health. But with Jaylen Brown coming off the season that he had, Tyrese Maxey, a two-time All-Star, VJ Edgecombe, they added a spacing shooter, I should say, in Dean Wade from Cleveland. And then you also have the carrot of a 43-year championship drought for the Sixers. And if he was able to finish that task and say, I played for 4 different franchises, I won 5 championships, and I won one for each of the teams that I played for, including erasing a 52-year drought in Cleveland for all of our pro sports teams, and giving these long-suffering Philly Hoops fans something to remember and cheer about for the rest of their lives, that's a pretty special ending. And so, again, when you put all that together, the Sixers still feel like they're in it.
Yeah, and I think when you frame it that way in terms of legacy, that could be something very interesting to think about. Dave, thank you for that insight. Let's get Shanae back in here if we could. Actually, let's bring the whole game. The Sixers, that's interesting. Do they give Shanae LeBron the best chance at winning a 5th ring? Because when you look at their roster, I think it's pretty good.
Well, let me go macro, because going to the Eastern Conference is actually addition by